Okay, everybody, let's do this, and this. Let's get started. So we're going to keep going with this picture. We started yesterday. I think I'm going to say like 3/4 of it done, most of it done. Anyway, we're going to finish this up today. The stream, I'm suspecting, is going to be cut a bit short today. Because things in my day just got changed around all over the place. It just happens sometimes. But I might pick it up again this afternoon if I only am able to do a really short stream this morning. But I'm going to get through as much of this illustration as I can, see where we get up to, and yeah, if I have to come back in the afternoon, I guess that's just what I gotta do. I'll keep to doing my quick introduction. My name's Jody. I'm an artist living in Melbourne. I love doing digital art, traditional art, anything. I like all of it. Drawing, sculpting, whatever. But this channel is mostly just for digital art for the time being, until I get myself set up, able to do live streams. Well, for live streaming specifically anyway. I can film myself doing traditional art and upload, but at the moment I can't stream. So streaming, purely digital for the time being, but there's a whole bunch of different stuff on my channel. I'm going to keep adding more, of course, as time goes by. Yeah, I've really got to, I guess, write myself a proper intro. I think winging it is maybe not the best. Alright, let's get started though. I probably don't need this anymore, but I'm not going to get rid of it yet. Okay, so this is where we're up to. I still have to add some of these water effects, the wobbly bits on this side of the pond. I kind of realized that last night as I was looking over it. So let's just turn all the lighting effects that we've got off for now. And those ones too. This is what happens when you get a lot of layers. So this is all foreground stuff. Foreground stuff. Literally calling it that. Foreground stuff. Okay. I think I won't need that anymore. That's a backup of the other one. I guess I'm just gonna put that down there. It's a backup layer. Okay, yeah, don't know if I'm using that either. It's sort of like backup layer. That's just my shadow color. Which I'll hold on to for now. Oh, yeah, that needs to be up there. I'm just gonna label that flowers. It needed to be right up there. And this is light ripples. Did I find where the the shadow ones? Oh, there they are. Shadow ripples. Yeah, you get to this number of layers and you can really start losing your place. Okay, so this is a bit better. Main color. That'll do. And I'm still still feeling fairly well today, as I did yesterday. Coda Glitch, hello, hello. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm a sucker for a nice, beautiful natural swimming hole as well. Something so comforting about it. It's my favorite. I was actually talking about yesterday that I really wish I lived near a really beautiful natural swimming hole. It might, at some point in the future, it might determine where I end up moving to. Because we're not settled where we are. We've only ever rented. It's all we can really afford to do. But yeah, it would be amazing to live near a beautiful swimming hole and just be able to go for a swim anytime you wanted. Ah, I love it. That's what I need. Swimming's one of my favorite things, but I'm not that big on like chlorinated water and stuff. I way prefer just a nice river or the ocean or whatever else. Natural body of water. That's the way to go. Oh, you've uploaded a bunch of new OC art. Okay, let's take a look then. Well, you know what? I call a couple of weeks brand new. I'm gonna give it to you. They're brand new. I won't buzz you out on any kind of technicality. Oh, thank you. That's so kind. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very nice of you to say. Very encouraging. You do a thing, and you're never quite 100% sure how people are gonna respond and stuff, or how it'll be taken. So it's really nice to hear positive feedback. So thank you. Let's take a look at those OCs of yours. I'll quickly save this. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Let's go take a look. So your community tab. Do, do, do. And let's have a look at these. I love your banner up here too. It's awesome. So cute. Okay, community tab. Let's see. Oh, very nice. Crypt and Void. Very cool. I like these guys. So these kind of like mirror each other a bit, or like the opposites of each other. I like them. I like the shape of their heads too. I'm going to assume these are like big ears, and I love their big eyes too. The exaggerated features I really like. And then we've got your fish bird iguanodon character, who I really like. That's so good. I really like all your characters actually. I feel like you've got a real you've got a real skill for like obviously working very quickly, but just like busting out like a really cool character design. I love it. It's great. I'm one of those people that's like kind of like slow working, and I get caught up on stuff, and sometimes it can be hard for me to just like smash out an idea and come up with something, I don't know, that has this much character. Sometimes I feel like, yeah, some of my stuff can be a bit more on the bland side, but I really like yours. I feel like it's got like heaps of character to them. They're great. They're awesome. Awesome job. Oh, I should give them. Did I get? Yeah, I gave that one. Nice. Awesome, awesome. They're so good. Oh, they're the same person. I see. They share a mind, but they can talk at different times. But same thoughts, opinions. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I thought they seemed to be, well, yeah, connected or related kind of in some way, but that's cool. It's a cool backstory. I like it. One of your animations? Which one in particular? That's really cute. Is there one in particular you're... Let me have a look. Well, I guess I'll just pick one at... Should I just pick one at random? Look at all these little characters. They're so good. Very cool. Kind of curious about what's going on here. Flash warning, okay. Everybody, flash warning. I like the effects. The don't listen meme, okay. I'll take a look. What video editing software? Don't listen meme. Okay, let me see. Um, what software do you tend to like to use just out of curiosity? No, don't listen meme. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's good. I like it. CapCut. Okay. Well, those are all very cool. I like them a lot. You've done a great job. Man, I kind of miss animating a little bit. If I was just doing it for myself, just really short things, I think I could get right back into it and have a good time. Um, I studied animation several years ago, um, but I mostly learned in Adobe Flash. Um, but I would really like to get into some different animating software. I think that's something I just have to you know, put on my list of things to do, do a little bit of research. But I did sort of old school like frame by frame, which I like a lot. But oh yeah, I mean it's a huge amount of work. And Crypt and Void can combine and form a character called Corrupted. Nice. I'll be keen to see. Let me know when you do the character sheet for Corrupted, and I'll take a look. Sounds good. I'm very keen to see. Have I seen Elemental? No, I haven't. Just my mind goes in a million directions. I haven't seen it yet. I was at my sister's place the other day, and we were almost gonna put that on, but we ended up watching the newest Puss in Boots movie instead, which I quite liked. Kind of want to watch it again, actually. Um, what did you think of Elemental? I'm guessing you're pretty keen on it and you liked it a lot. I guess I'll have to get around to it. I think it's a Disney one, right? I should be able to watch it on the Disney Plus app or whatever it's called. I've got access to that thanks to my sister, so I can definitely check it out if you recommend it. I'll give it a look for sure. I might even watch it today. You thought it was so good. Okay, well, you know what? Oh, I've got time today, like later on in the evening. I might just sit down and watch it. Why not? And then I can, chat to you about it maybe tomorrow, if you're on. We can have a bit of a chat about it. I'm pretty curious about it. I you know, I saw a couple of the trailers and whatnot. Did you happen to see? I guess on the topic of movies, and have you seen? Did you happen to see the new Puss in Boots movie? Since you love animals as well, I kind of just wonder if you might have seen it. I feel like the characters in it were really good. One in particular that you might kind of vibe with. It's death, but you know the character that represents death is. I thought they did a pretty cool job with the design and everything. I really liked it. The villain is great too. Like he's just so. Oh, I don't know. He's just like it makes you uncomfortable. He's like a really good villain. He's one of those ones. It's just he's just pure evil, just because kind of villain, which is always fun. Oh no! Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. That's Jace, the dog I'm minding, going off it. Probably someone just walking past the house. And they're still going, so I'm gonna have to just like chuck something at them. Let's just chuck this tissue. Hey, get out of it. Now. Yeah, that's what you get. You get tissue attack. Stop. Puss in Boots, yeah. You saw. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, it was called. I think it was called The Last Wish. Uh, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's something, if not very, very close to that. I think it was The Last Wish. Um, it's really unusual. I mean, I do kind of live under a rock. So I kind of hadn't heard anything about it whatsoever. And it's not like I'm a major Puss in Boots fan or anything like that. So I guess it's not that surprising. Um, but yeah, both my sisters were like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Let's watch that if you haven't seen it." So we did, and I did quite like it. Your question? Oh. Sorry, I missed that one. Getting way too concentrated on my water thingies. No, I don't mind telling people how old I am. Um, I just recently turned 37, so I'm not as young as most people who seem to get around on YouTube, but you know, I don't really care. Age doesn't really matter all that much to me. Time goes by really quick. Just what happens. I know I've got a long history of so much stuff. I've studied all sorts of things. I've studied Japanese and I've studied animation. I've had two I've only ever had two relationships, but they were both pretty long relationships. Well, the one I currently have is ongoing, so. But my first one was a long relationship. This one's a long relationship. It's kind of what I prefer, I guess. And yeah, I've been drawing for a long time. My whole life, pretty much, since I was, I don't know, in kindergarten. Like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old. Drawing ponies, as you do when you're, as you do when you're a kid. I think that's actually maybe what got me started drawing, is like I liked horses so much. So I just drew horses all the time. Yeah. Oh, you can't tell someone's age from voice, huh? It's like impossible. Uh, I'm still, I'm still sort of like deliberating about a webcam. Um, like maybe. I don't know if it's worth seeing my face while I'm concentrating on drawing. But yeah, nah, I'm an adult. I mean, adult. By my age, I'm an adult. By my actions, meh. Horses. Is that a horses good or horses bad? I'm not sure. I still really like horses. Something about them. They're just majestic creatures. They're also kind of simple. No offense, ponies. But you know, makes them fun, makes them interesting. I used to ride horses when I was younger. A little bit, just casually, for fun. You know, no competitions or anything like that. I don't have the nerves for competitions. I don't like it at all. Kind of makes things less fun. Alright. I'm really determined to try to finish this up this morning. What came up is I had a friend message me saying they'd drop in this afternoon, like later this afternoon, like 3 p.m. I was like, okay, that works perfectly. That's fine. I stream in the mornings. That works. And then they messaged me saying, initially saying, oh, you know, might have to cancel that. Something's come up. And then they messaged again saying, scrap all of that. You know, my shift at work's been cancelled. I can come around in the morning. So I'm not exactly sure what time that will be. But that's why I might have to cut the stream short this morning and come back to it in the afternoon instead. When I watch Elemental, which character you'd like the most? Okay. I'm not sure which is delayed, to be honest. Maybe both. I think there's a delay on the stream. I think there's a delay on the stream. Um, I'll see if there's anything I can do about it. There's some feature about adding a delay to the chat or something. I think so it like evens out with the delay of the stream. But I'll look further into it at some point. I definitely will. I'll pay attention when I watch Elemental, and I'm sure one of the characters will stand out as being one that I like the most. So I'll let you know tomorrow. For sure, for sure. Alrighty. So determined to get this done today. Also, I haven't been keeping up with the daily prompts either. Whoops. I really got thrown for a loop this week with my partner being away and just not liking it. Okay, I'll say a word and you'll say it in the chat when you okay. Okay, I will say the word pine cone. Pine cone is the word. And I left a bit of silence afterwards for good measure. Hey, you got it. Okay. Well, that was a pretty long delay. I wonder what I can do about that. I'll I'll Google that issue and see if there's something I can do to make it better. It's actually something I've been meaning to look into since I started. I've no idea if there's anything I can do about it, but you know, I'll give it a try. I'll look into it, and I'll try anything I find. Try to make it better. It was what, like 10 seconds maybe delay, roughly. You gotta go. That's okay. Alrighty. I'll hopefully catch you tomorrow, and yeah, we'll have a bit of chat about Elemental. But yeah, take care of yourself, and hopefully talk to you tomorrow then. Okay, bye bye. Bye. See ya. This bit's like bothering me. It's like too much. It's too much of a thing. Maybe I break it up. Break it up. The only reason I'm just gonna back to the mind, mindless chatter. Um, I am actually slightly hesitant to mention my age, just because I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm worried people like judge me for my age or something, which is silly. You know, I would never judge anyone for their age, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit worried about it. Shouldn't be though. It's probably not the right kind of message or vibe to put out to people. Okay, well, I could probably keep going and going and going with this, but and I'm having a very good time adding in all these details. But I guess I better try to wrap it up. Especially because I've just got no idea when this person is visiting me. Um, makes things a little bit more tricky. But I haven't seen them in ages. Um, I mean, pretty much I think since I finished the course. Well, you know, finished the course since the course ended. Technically, I didn't finish it yet. Um, yeah, so I really don't want to like turn down the opportunity to have a bit of a catch up. Um, even if it means mucking up my stream just for today. Well, also on the topic of seeing people and stuff, I think because today's Thursday for me, it's Thursday morning. Um, I think that maybe tomorrow, um, I might be able to be back in touch with Candace, which should be interesting. Uh, I haven't spoken to her in a week. I haven't seen her in more than a week, and I haven't spoken to her in a week. And that's the longest we've been apart and, you know, had zero contact, zero communication. The longest in our whole, like, 9-year relationship. So, it's gonna be interesting. Somehow I feel a little bit nervous about it. It's really weird. It's really unusual. The things my mind has just been going, like putting itself through this past week and a half. Really weird. Really strange. It's almost, I don't know if this happens to anyone else or has happened to anyone else, but my brain's just like, ah, is she just gonna somehow all of a sudden be a completely different person? And I don't know, have changed her mind about wanting to even be in a relationship. Your brain just thinks the weirdest stuff. I'm pretty confident she's not gonna come back as a different person. You know, I think it doesn't really happen, right? I don't know. Yeah. So those sorts of really unusual thoughts go through my head, anyways. Probably doesn't happen to other people. It's probably just me. Okay, I feel like this is a bit strong. I'm gonna knock that down to 10. Let's just do a quick zoom out. What else are we missing? This one, this one. Wow, it's really busy with all that stuff on the top, but I guess it sort of needs to be there though. Okay. Um, Now I think I'm at the stage, I think, where it's sort of time to get the characters in there. And this is kind of, I'm kind of done with this. I mean, it's finished. I guess I can save this as it is. Save. And then I can do another version, like, with characters. With characters. There we go. So this one could just be a thing in and of itself, like, on its own, I think. It could, like, be a standalone thing. Like, swimming hole picture. And then, one with the little characters in. So I'm really not sure how I'm going to handle this exactly. So let's just try to figure it out. I think I'm just going to put them above. They'll have to be on the very, very top. I think they're going to have to be on the top layer. Okay, so my plan was to have, well, I'm just going to use myself and GG because, nah, because. So I was going to be having myself like in the water swimming. So let's just get some wobbly legs happening. Okay, and head up there. Okay. Kind of works, I think. Maybe I need this leg at a slightly different angle. Yeah, like that. And this one as well. Sort of like going down into the water, kind of. That. Okay, and I will definitely need to. I want this to all be like loose and wobbly because, the distortion from the water and whatnot. I want them to be really simply, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, portrayed really simply as well. I don't want to get a lot of detail in here. I just want sort of like basic shapes. Basic shapes and basic colors. Gigi! Oh my gosh, she's so naughty. Alright. Alrighty, and I think what I'll do... I'm just gonna leave that like that. And change the shape of the hair a tiny bit. No, you can't even really see them like I'm looking here. Let's zoom out and see the... I mean, I think I could go a little bit bigger. Maybe about that big. Yeah, I definitely don't want them to be too big. I want them to be, Gigi, stop it! Oh my gosh, she's gonna get herself in so much trouble. Get away from the door, now. Go. Go away from the door. Go. Go. This is the problem I have when there's nice weather. I try to have this just the screen door, but they can see and hear everything, the dogs. So they just bark so much. I'm gonna have to get really stern about it to discourage the behavior because I'm not having it. Okay, my plan now is to go to a brush that has some, probably this one because it's got an opacity kind of, or does it? Let me see. Complement. Okay, let's put the complement like down to 3. Wow, why is that still too strong? I feel like it's not, maybe my brush, it's kind of there. Yeah, just do this basically over the top. I better put a swimsuit on myself, huh? I mean, it could be naked swimming. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially if there's no one around. Maybe it wasn't planned. This brush is way better for the hair. Way, way better for the hair. There we go. I can probably fix the shape of the face a tiny bit as well. Right now it's a bit strange. This forehead. There you go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that, like, when you're swimming, your whole body get, oh jeez, I'm in so much trouble. Your whole body kind of gets distorted and stuff. She's gonna get in so much trouble. And I think that kind of works. Alright, let's get on. I don't have yellow swimmers, but I wish I did, so let's go with that. Let's go with something like this. Yellow swimmers. Maybe one day, hey? And then we'll grab this color. Let's turn this off. And we'll start adding in like the water over the top. Kind of gets hard to see the swimsuit even once this is on. Maybe just a little bit more on the feet, and then the hands maybe as well. I mean, it's okay. Alright, let's zoom out and have a look. I think it kind of works. Just like shape this a tiny bit more. And let's get my brush. Oops. And let's get the pressure one, and let's just like extend this hair a little bit. I don't know if this is going to look right by the time I zoom back out, but we'll see. I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. I think it kind of works. Just, oops. Try to make these bits a little bit smaller. That'll do. I think that's pretty good. And then above that, we need to add in some like ripply kind of colors. Let's just go lighter. Just got to figure out where I want them to be. Instead of like around where the hands are. And a couple across the, sort of like the back of the, maybe the legs as well. I kind of don't want too many. It's actually quite difficult to decide where to put them. Maybe like that. I feel like I need to get where are the light ripples. I feel like I need to take some of these out around where the person is, so maybe these ones. Just a few of these. And the shadow ones as well. Shadow. There. It's now got me wondering if the ones that I've added in just kind of um don't mesh that well. I'm not sure. And like makes me wonder if I should have used um like a lighter color and done them smaller. Well, you know what? Let's duplicate the layer and see if we can I just feel like the shape of them is too rough now. Like it's not meshing with this very like the way I kind of want. Let's to, you know, be really painful. Let's see if I instead do them like, you know, with this tool instead. I mean, I've still got those other layers. I can just turn them back on if I decide that this isn't working either. Trying to figure out how these ones would be, like from where the person is. I feel like that's kind of working. I might put a gradient over these. have some of the ripples be a bit more like warm coloured and some of them be a bit more blue. I hope this friend of mine is going to message me before they come in, because oh, I might have to. Okay, I'll give a heads up. If I have to stop the stream extremely abruptly, it's because my friend has like rocked up sort of suddenly, and yeah, I've had to just like drop everything and run. So just a heads up. It could become like a, I don't even know what to call it. Just a very sudden, shocking departure. Just out of nowhere. I'll just be like, oh, she's here, gotta go, bye. Kind of thing, you know. Oh, also, something else been going on. Gigi has just like not really been wanting to go for proper walks. I'm trying to say the word quietly so she hasn't wanted to WALK. Just a really short one, sort of like around the house, but then she kind of just wants to come straight back. And she's also been off her food. Um, and at this, I'm not quite sure if it's because she doesn't feel well, because otherwise she's sort of like okay. There's like no other weird behaviors other than that. She's still, you know, going to the bathroom normal and everything, and she's still alert and everything like that. Like this, she's not lethargic, oddly, even though she hasn't been eating. I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's because Candace has been away for a while, quite a while. I hope my mood hasn't been like negatively affecting Gigi. Damn it, the brush is doing that thing that it does. Damn it. Oops. Let's just save and see if that. Damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna unplug my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll plug it back in. Come on. Eh. Sometimes unplugging and replugging my Wacom, my tablet, does the trick. Okay. Sorry for the drinking sounds. I should probably mute myself when I drink. What do I think about these? I need to make a decision about these water, like ripple, like reflection bits. I've had a couple more ideas about what to do, sort of like lighting wise. I had an idea for this area over here, but first I have to come to a good conclusion about these. Whether I go with these ones or the other ones that I already had. Let's do a compare. So there's this versus this. I don't know. I don't know what's better. Do I do both? Because these were just feeling like the ones I put around the person were just feeling so out of place. Maybe I do both. The shadows feel like too much. Like maybe I knock them right back. Or I just don't have them on at all. Or maybe I only put those in certain areas, like I take them out from, so I'll duplicate it as a backup. I'm sort of thinking like these ones you wouldn't really see in the middle of the water where it gets deeper, perhaps. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I'm just gonna try. Did that help? I don't know. So it's that versus that. I think maybe it kind of did help. Decisions. Man, when it comes to painting water, you know, because it's so reflective, I know it reflects images, it reflects light. You know, there's a hundred things to think about when you're painting water. And I'm obvious that by no means am I doing a, you know, a realistic representation here. Obviously, this is meant to be kind of like comic-y, comic booky, cartoony kind of. But I still want it to look pretty, and I still want it to be unmistakably water. So I want to kind of capture as many of its nice qualities, its really beautiful qualities as I can. But yeah, within sort of like a consistent sort of style as well, keeping to that, you know, cartoony representation kind of thing. I think going with both might work in terms of these reflections, because water does tend to have, you know, I don't know how to say, but the small, not again. Looks like my computer wants to do a restart. Sorry, y'all. Let's just try doing a. This usually doesn't even help. Unplugging it, the Wacom, and plugging it back in again, like that helped. Maybe it's not started up yet. Nope. Nope. Is it just not doing anything now? I don't know. Maybe it's still rebooting. I'll give it a sec. Boop, 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 boo doo. Can we save? Save. Yeah, so what I was trying to say is like when, when water moves, you do kind of get the uneven surface of the water where like movement is occurring. You do kind of get it capturing some color of the sky or its surroundings, but you also get it capturing, very strong light from the sun. So it's 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 showing so many things. So having the light blue um, parts, maybe where it's sort of capturing the sky, blue from the sky, and then also these very light, almost white ones that I'm doing right now, kind of like you know, reflections from the sun. Oh, I'm getting cranky, everybody, because my Wacom is just like not doing a thing. Let's reboot FireAlpaca. I really don't want to have to reboot my whole PC right now because, obviously that would mean having to end the stream. Let's just try reopening the file. And let's see if my Wacom is going to comply. Alright, let's just grab the color. Make sure these are turned off. That looks right. Oh, okay, it's back. Ooh, let's keep going. Yeah, so these really light, almost white. You can see they're off-white. They're actually a blue, very light blue. Could be sort of more where the sun is catching. And this takes a little bit of strategy. Like I was saying yesterday, similar to when you're painting a night sky and you're filling in all the stars. There is sort of like a rhyme or a reason to it in a way, in its own way. Yeah, so I think it makes sense having both, basically, is the long and short of it. And it helps these ones feel like they fit in a bit more as well. I also wouldn't mind doing a third version of this where there's, I don't know, maybe the suggestion of some sort of animal under the water over here. But I'm not sure yet. Like a huge fish or something. And if you have any thoughts or opinions you want to share about this one, just leave me a comment. Actually, I did get one from Leonidas, which I'm always so happy to hear from. I don't know if it's okay if he likes the nickname Leo. It's just easy to say Leo. I'll have to check with him next time we talk. But always really happy to hear from Leonidas. And he had some nice things to say, positive, sort of positive feedback. I think anyone would honestly appreciate such a nice place as this, so I think it would look appealing to anybody. I just hope I'm kind of doing it justice. I'm certainly trying. Certainly trying to make it as nice as possible. Also, while I've been on my own the past sort of week and a half. My mind's really focused back in on Japanese for some reason. So I'm gonna seriously, properly look into trying to find some, like a bit of a, like part-time, maybe just 1 day a week lessons, like formal lessons. See what I can find. Because, yeah, I just want to be more consistent with it. And, yes, if you know me at all yet from, watching my streams or any of my videos, um, you'll know that I am I don't have any consistency with anything, pretty much anything. One of the only things I've ever kept up with my whole life is drawing, and one of the only things I can sit down and do for an extended period of time and keep my focus is drawing. Um, so even when it comes to studying something that I really want to study, like I want to get better at the Japanese language so badly. I really want to get kind of like at least close to being fluent one day. That's kind of like one of my life aspirations, along with just continuing to improve my art forever and ever. I'd say those are my top two. It's like get a lot better at art, like keep improving at art, always do art for my whole life, and get at least close to being fluent in Japanese. I'm not sure if I could get properly fluent unless I lived there and really integrated into Japanese society fully, which I just don't. I just don't know if that's on the in the cards for me. Maybe. I'm not saying it's impossible or never going to happen, but um, at the very least, my minimum is to get very, very, very close to fluency. That includes reading, which is a big one. If anyone familiar with the Japanese language knows, they have the sort of somewhat more complicated uh, characters called kanji, and you have to know thousands of them in all sorts of different combinations to be fluent at reading Japanese. Um, I think at a base level, like a basic reading level, I think you can get away with, I've heard, like 900. But I think to be like properly fluent, you need to be knowing more in the regions of 2000. That's just something I heard somewhere or read somewhere. It might not be totally accurate, but just to give you a rough idea anyway. That's sort of what I'm up against. Um, that's what anyone's up against when it comes to learning a new language. Um, so yeah, it's going to take a lot of commitment, and a lot of consistent practice and use of the language and everything like that. So I really need to get myself into an environment where that's going to, that cultivates that kind of thing, like just doing it myself at home. I'm not, I like the focus. Um, it's sort of similar with exercise, just putting that time aside, even though I want to do it. I just don't put the time aside, or yeah, the day just goes by and I haven't done it. Whereas if I commit to going to a class, I'm like, okay, it's at this time, you know, it's it's organized. They're expecting me. I've paid for it. I gotta go. Then that's it. It keeps me to it. It's kind of in the same way that I've found live streaming so far anyway. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But it could be that, in the same way that I found live streaming kind of has been keeping me focused and consistent with doing more doing more drawing. So yeah. Alright, so my friend says they'll be here in about 20 minutes. Okay. Oops, geez, I'm dropping my phone. I guess that means I need to wrap up. Because because I wanna have a quick shower and like get dressed, like get changed and stuff. Not get dressed, get changed. Put on some slightly better clothes than what I'm lounging around in right now. So yeah, I guess that means just for now, just for today, um, I might have to just finish it up now. Which is only a pretty short stream, isn't it? I'm really sorry about that, everybody. It came out of the blue. I only found out about it. It's pretty much as I was getting ready to start streaming. So it was literally just this morning that I found out about it. It was really out of the blue, really last minute. Um, but like I said, I want to be flexible and have a catch up with this person. Um, so yeah, that's what it is. That's where we're at. So I'll stop here. I'll really stop because I have to go have a shower. How long have we been streaming for? Let's take a quick look. Recording, well, it's been an hour. I mean, that's not the worst. Alright, so this is where we got up to for now. It's still not done. I still want to get Gigi in there. And finesse a few things, try a couple of things out with some lighting, like muck around a little bit more with some light effects. But it's coming along. I think it's getting there. It's looking alright. Where's the layer with the person? This one? Nope. This is why you got a label. Okay, so this is the white ripples. I'll call it that. The white ripples. And then where did I put the person? Like way up top, right? Okay. Me. Let's just see if I make them a bit lighter and a bit more like saturated. Yeah, I feel like that works. To make them like stand out a little bit more. From far back you can see up here, you can't really even tell they're there. Which is okay. I didn't want them to be big in the scene. Just like yeah. Like you can see that they're there, but they're not really standing out that much. And I'm gonna put Gigi like over here on the shore somewhere. And maybe a few bits and pieces like bag or towel or something like down over here. Or whatever. Something like that. So that's the intention. But I'll wrap up because I don't want to be in the shower when my friend gets here. Right, so that's it for now, you guys. I think I'm gonna commit to coming back to this and working on it more in the afternoon because I want to finish it today. I don't want this to drag over until to another day tomorrow and take up another stream. It's really not that far off. Hopefully, just another hour or two, and I can finalize it, finish it, be happy with it. Yeah. So thanks to everyone for being along and watching. Appreciate it. And hopefully I'll catch you later on when I come back to this. So I'll see you then. Alrighty, bye for now.